Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to War Thunder, where today I am going to attempt to demonstrate exactly what I meant by the word patience. Now, I used the word patience in my top 5 tips for new War Thunder players. I put a video on that. That was actually my previous video that I put out, the one prior to this one. But I wanted to go over exactly what I meant by patience, because that word can mean different things to different people based on their experience. That goes for most things in life. So the best way for me to do that is to demonstrate exactly what I mean. Now, this video here, or this replay, sorry, is one that I have timed. I've put a timer in the top right corner so you can see the progression of time through this game rather than just snapping to this clip, that clip. So you have no, if I did that, you'd have no idea of how much time was spent in each position, observing, firing, shooting, supporting, all that stuff. So keep an eye on the timer as this replay progresses. So we are 1 minute into the video, but we're, what are we now? We're almost 2 minutes into the replay. First kill assist. So this map is one that I have always struggled to play up until fairly recently. I always used to play the C capture point, and down there it's very flat, there is no hard cover, you just get sniped through bushes. It's a case of you have to be alert or you're just dead. I find playing A to be a little bit easier. Maybe that was probably because I'm a noob and I need a slight crutch to play this game. But 4 minutes in, there's my first kill. So, patience. This is what I mean. That first kill is not within the first 30 seconds. It wasn't even in the first minute. It was more than 4 minutes into the game, and it's 4 minutes of me holding this position, using my binoculars to spot what's around, and only peeking when I have a shot to take. Now, this does make it look easier than it was, and one of the reasons I'm using this replay is because this is one of the first times where actually putting into practice the idea of patience worked out. There were moments, and as you saw here, first kill 4 minutes in, I had plenty of time there to think, man, nothing's happening, nothing's going on, I need to move. But I deliberately thought to myself, no, I'm gonna work patience, I'm gonna practice what I preach, basically. So here we are, 5.5 minutes in, and now the enemy team is getting closer to my position. Admittedly, they have got most of the cap points, but for me, this game was more about stay alive, because if you look at my service record in this game, you'll see that I have more deaths than kills, and that's because I don't practice what I preach enough. Patience. I need to have more patience, and this was one of the first times where having patience meant that I survived. They've got all 3 cap points. Our tickets are bleeding like crazy. I'll spoil it. This isn't a win, but for me it was a win because I didn't die. So, hold the same position. Don't rush forward. That's what I mean by patience. And the time span for patience is more than just 10 seconds or 30 seconds or a minute even. You've got to be patient for possible minutes on end. You have to hold a position that you know you can defend, and a position that you know you're safe in. And that, to an extent, is what I'm doing right now. I'm not safe here. I've taken a couple of hits. 2 of my crew members are down, but I'm not dead. That's what I'm working on, and I'm using as much of the. I'm using my keybinds as well as I possibly can, pinging locations on the map for my squad mate, and I'm hoping that all of this is going to help the team. Well, you know, I would like to think it helped the team. I don't actually know if it did, but patience. Patience is key. 8 minutes in, still holding the same location, still observing over this rise, making sure that if anything, the enemy's going to come to me. Now, at this point in this replay, I'm not actually sure what I was shooting at there. I don't know the tanks in this game well enough. That, based on the shape of the, you know, the sort of frying pan turret, I'm guessing it's a Russian thing. T-55, maybe. I'm playing Conqueror 7.7. Those of you that know the game better than me will probably know exactly what it is I'm shooting at. But it's at this point where I get into a duel with this guy. I take out his cannon breech. Well, I take out his breech, and I think I take out his cannon barrel 3 or 4 times. Alright, cannon breech, there you go. I think that's the second time I've done that. But he's done it to me. And again, look at the timer at the top right corner. 10.5 minutes in. Over 11.5 minutes now. This is what I mean by patience. It's you really do have to wait longer. Sometimes you have to wait longer than you would like. And again, cannon breech. I do make the comment in the background that guy's cannon breech must look like Swiss cheese at this point because I've shot it so many times. But another reason for patience is exactly what you're seeing here. If you're patient, the enemy team will make mistakes. Now, I should have aimed to slightly left or right there because, I mean, I took out his cannon barrel, which means he can't fight back. He's got to reverse and he's got to repair and he's got to come back. But, you know, I'll learn the weak spots of the tanks at this this battle rating. With time, I'll learn them, but for now, you know, I'm still picking up the basics. Yeah, I don't know. This guy, he just wouldn't die. He just absolutely wouldn't die, and we're now 14 minutes into the game. Cannon breach again. I think that's the 4th time. I can't believe that guy still has a working gun, even after repairing it. It's bonkers. But anyway, patience, still patience, 14.5 minutes in. I think that's an IS-4. Wait for the reload, which is a lot longer than I need it to. Well, I'd like it to be because my loader is dead.
I'm dead.
Aimed in the right place, and there goes. What was that? Yeah, an IS-4M. So I did identify that one correctly. There you go. 15 minutes into the game, and I'm still holding the same position. 15 minutes of holding the same. It's a defeat. Ultimately, my team loses, but for me, it was a win because I didn't die. For me, that was what was important here. Now, veterans of the game, you can probably comment on areas or things I could have done better, things I should change. That's fine, I'm open to that. But what I want to demonstrate in this video is that I've condensed what is essentially a 16-17 minute video down to about 10 roughly. But this demonstrates exactly what I mean when I mention patience in my top 5 tips for beginners video. This is what I mean. It is so tempting to push forward after you've sat somewhere for 30 seconds and nothing seems to be happening. But it's that kind of barrier that I have personally had to break through when playing this game. I've had to consciously tell myself, no, I have got to be more patient. I've got to wait. And as a result of waiting, 4 ground targets destroyed, 3 kill assists, 8 critical hits. Not too bad. And I didn't die. For me, that really isn't too bad. And there you go, you can see how far I've researched the Conqueror. Not fully upgraded yet. But there you go, guys. That is all I've got for this demonstration of patience. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave it a like. If not, a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you out there.